from what I understand, the Haitian Red Cross is running out of body bags, and there's just so many dead bodies on the street.
I'm speaking with Catherine Lainé. Catherine, where are you right now?
Hi, Shani. I'm currently in Cap Haitien, which is a port town in the north of Haiti. It's about 100 or so kilometers outside of the capital, Port-au-Prince. And by drive, because of the condition of the roads, it's about 6 hours drive.
Catherine, what brought you there right now? Did you come down to Haiti immediately after the quake struck?
Actually, I was already here. I got here on the 6th because our nonprofit AIDG was about to launch our second annual business plan competition where we were looking at enterprises that could do renewable energy, sanitation, and clean water. So I was preparing to launch that on the 16th, and so I was already here when the earthquake struck.
AIDG, for those of our viewers who don't know, what is AIDG?
AIDG is the Appropriate Infrastructure Development Group. We're a Boston-based nonprofit that works in Haiti and Guatemala doing small business development and appropriate technology research and development for rural and urban communities in developing countries.
And Catherine, you have personal ties to the country.
Yeah, both my parents are from here. My mom is from Guadeloupe and my dad is from Lainé. And they're both in the States. The majority of my family immigrated to the States many years ago in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. But yeah, I have very strong ties to Haiti.
You have family there now. You have extended family in Haiti now.
I do. My brother's here, and I haven't heard any news about him. And my cousin Mark is here, but I heard he's okay. And I have an uncle on my mom's side who's okay. And my aunt's house is partially destroyed.
What's the process like to sort through that chaos and try to track down a loved one?
We've been very lucky in that the internet connection has been able to be quite resistant. We have a WiMAX connection, and so for a big chunk of the current days in the aftermath of the disaster, we've been able to have WiMAX, and so we're able to contact like the U.S. via Skype. Or right now, I'm on that connection right now as I talk to you. Other telecommunications like cell phones have been impassable.
What are the steps that you're going through on the ground to try to reconnect with people that you're looking for locally?
On the ground it's pretty hard. We're really far, so it's pretty much just a matter of phone calls. So you try to call one person, you find out news from them, you try to reconnect with your family at home and see if they've heard news. So you're pretty much just going through networks. I'm hearing a lot of other people who are in the capital who are using a lot of social networks, so they're using Facebook or posting pictures of lost loved ones on CNN iReport. I think people are using whatever means that they can, and right now it seems like the internet is actually one of the more resilient forms of communication that people have been able to take advantage of.
So to me that's fascinating. We're talking about a country with, to say that the infrastructure is troubled is a terrible understatement. But even in a place like that, after the worst quake in 200 years, people are using the internet locally to connect with loved ones locally. So they're connecting to the cloud in order to find missing people locally.
It's a bit surreal, especially for people who aren't familiar with Haiti and all they hear is, oh, Haiti's the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. The idea is so many of these people using internet-based technologies in order to find loved ones might be quite surprising. But in terms of the technologies that are in place, like WiMAX, I'm shocked and quite happy to see the companies like Access IET who are serving up that service have been able to keep their operations going. It's almost a bit of a shock when the phone rings now. That it's like magic. You're being able to actually reach out and touch a member of your family here or abroad through the phone.
What is it that you think people need to understand about Haiti and about the current crisis that they just don't understand?
I think, well, one of the biggest things that people think I don't understand about natural disasters in general is that after it falls out of the news, the need is still there. So when they're opening their hearts right now, they need to think of a long-term giving strategy. They need to think of giving now, put it in their Google Calendar to give in 6 months and to give in a year. Because right now we're in the very beginning of the emergency where people are just trying to dig people out and deal with people's really basic needs in terms of healthcare, water, shelter, and so forth. But when the reconstruction starts, we're going to really need another outpouring. So people need to be really aware that reconstruction is a very long-term process, and that we're going to need their help for a long time.
You're planning to go into Port-au-Prince tomorrow?
Yeah, we are going tomorrow. The most recent reports on CNN are horrific, and specifically in terms of the fact that, from what I understand, the Haitian Red Cross is running out of body bags, and there's just so many dead bodies on the street, and nobody to be able to pick them up, and the morgues are full. And that's one of the things that's quite horrifying, and just the thought of all the people who are still buried under the rubble.
What part of Haiti is your brother in? Where does he
He's
live?
in the capital.
Yeah.
He's in the capital. Yeah.
So will you be
trying to
track him down tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are there any final words that you'd like to share? Any sort of final thoughts?
Being here, it's been incredible to see all the outpouring of support and emotion that people have put forward and to want to help Haiti. If there's anything that you can get from if there's any good thing that you can get from sorry.
Take your time, sweetheart, it's okay.
From a disaster like this is that people can be kind and generous. I would say more, but that's kind of the main general idea.
Catherine, from all of us at Boing Boing, I wish you a lot of luck and a lot of strength, and best wishes to your brother. Hope you find him soon, and I'll be following your updates on Twitter. I'm guessing that that's the easiest way to keep following what you're doing, and I just have a tremendous respect for who you are and what you're trying to do for the world.